Hi everybody, it's Cheryl at Creative Wreaths and Flowers, and with me tonight is my daughter Melinda. Hi Melinda. And tonight what I'm going to be doing is decorating a wreath. I've already put the mesh on for Valentine's Day. What I did was I don't know if you can see it, I used one that had garland on it, and I took the garland off, which left me with approximately a 10.5-inch form. And for some reason, I had these white and gold ones cut from when I made probably a Christmas wreath. And there were just enough of them to go around. So I put them all around. And since today was beautiful, I went out and I sprayed it twice with sealer to help keep the form and to help seal the little stragglies that you get. If we see any as we go along, we'll cut them off. Fits pretty well. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do, so we're just kind of going to wing it. A side note, I did go and get little finger protectors. They do. They're by Mod Podge. And I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and got them. They were $4.99. And now we're hoping that I don't come up with massive burns on my fingers or smiley face blisters on my fingers, even though that one made me laugh. And on this wreath form too, there's also a top with a little ribbon or a little, I don't know, little thing to hang it with. And hopefully when I'm done with this, I'm going to put it on our front door because we never have any wreaths on our front door. Don't ask me why. I hung a big Santa out on the railing for Christmas. And today when I was out, I actually sprayed down 4 wreaths and sealed them. One that I had made that I'm making my other daughter, and I just hadn't gotten it sealed yet because the weather's been so cold. It's supposed to be 50, at least. Well, the can I got from Walmart says room temperature, but I will not stand inside the garage and do it because just bringing them back in after they dried. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get onto the live on my phone so I can watch comments.
Okay, well, yeah, but
it made noise.
Yeah, don't let it make noise because then that will confuse us, especially if I hear myself talking. And I'm confused.
So I've taken it upon myself to become manager.
Well, she's helping me because I need help sometimes.
You wanted me to promote it to my friends, and I did that.
That's right. But that's okay. That's a good thing. But anyway, so we've already put our mesh on, and I use zip ties. Okay. This is 10 by 10 pieces, and I use zip ties to connect it to each one of the rungs around the wreath. And now we're going to decide, at this point, it's, a free canvas. We're going to decide what we want to do with it. And I have I decided what I wanted to start with. So I have some signs. I think I showed these before. I just have to figure out what I did. Here we go.
There we go.
This one says follow your heart. And I have one that folds and says love each moment.
You should make Ryder one that's a heartbreaker one.
I don't have the sign says and then I have just a solid red one that says Happy Valentine's Day.
You get that one from the Dollar Tree?
I did got all of these from the Dollar Tree.
Favorite store.
It is one of my favorites. That, and actually I really like Joann's because they have some really good sales. What I'm going to do, well, since Melinda likes Happy Valentine's Day, we'll fold these back up. That makes them easier to store. I also have one like this.
I like that too.
But
I'm not sure how you would use that. We'd have to figure that out.
If you put it with this, it kind of takes away from the arrow.
Have you actually found any of these things that are actually hearts that you could use?
Yes, I do. And
are they expensive? Oh yeah, that one.
No, I got them at the Dollar Tree. They're $1 each. Okay.
I think those would be cool too.
And that's what I made the photo frames in. It's hard to keep their shape.
Oh, is it?
When you put the mesh on it, because the mesh kind of just goes where it likes to go. But anyway, I'm going to cut off this ribbon. Teeny piece of ribbon and take it out, which gives us our Happy Valentine's Day. And now I'm going to change you so you don't have to look at Melinda. Now I'm going to so you can see what I'm doing. And it might get blurry because I'm moving the laptop around. Someday I'm going to get
Ooh.
a video camera so that I have better positioning. We do have a video camera that laptop webcam is what I was talking about. I do have a video cam, but then I can't be live. Anyway, we're going to take our heart, and it does kind of fill up the whole middle. So I'm going to put it in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill around so that you cannot see. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet, but so that you cannot see the, remember this, cannot see the ring. That's one thing you always want to do. Oh no, these are little. I'm trying on my finger protectors because I'm going to get ready to start using my glue. And right now I think I'm just going to put it on one hand, but I'll probably have to put it on two.
Those look kind of tight.
They are tight, but that's good because I don't want them to come off. And then I'll just use one of these little paper ones on this finger just in case the glue decides to go there.
That she stole from me.
Yeah, well, actually, so I've got my finger protectors on this hand. And now we're going to put some on my left hand, and then we may need Melinda's help because I'm not sure how well I can move around with these on. Because the middle finger is the finger I burn a lot. So maybe we'll take that one off. And actually, that's why I bought 2 sets of these, because they come in 3s. And as you can tell, I've never had them on. But after the last burn, I figured, well, we better try it. Okay, now I'm ready. It's so hard with me in this camera. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got my glue gun plugged in and warmed up. Can you sit this down there on the floor? Well, yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to knock it off. And one trick I've learned is that if you use glue, you use a lot of glue. So everyone I use, well, kind of, I use the longer glue sticks because a short one is in there for such minimal time, and then I have to get another one. I'm pushing it with my chin and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is try to put appropriate amounts of glue in appropriate spaces. Maybe I'll just, that's what I forgot. Do you want to go over there? I usually use parchment paper.
Oh.
You want to go over there and get the parchment?
You want to tell everybody how you sent me and Dad to the store one day for glue sticks?
I did. I sent them to the store and I said...
And you said any glue stick will work. It doesn't have to be Elmer's. And
no, I said, will Elmer's work? I go, well, sure. And so she picked up these glue sticks. No, parchment paper. It's in a thing like tinfoil. Should be sitting there somewhere on the shelf. Yes, thank you. And you just need to pull out a piece and rip it off. I do this so that I don't get the glue on my whisker or on the table. And it doesn't stick to the parchment paper doesn't stick to the wreath. I'm doing it the wrong way.
Ooh, it has cookies on it. I want to make cookies.
I need another piece, babe. Put on your hand.
Anyway.
And this keeps the glue from, because I have scraped glue off this table. I know she's making a horrible one.
Anyways, I went and got normal glue sticks you would get for your child in elementary school.
Yes.
For their art class. And me and my dad were arguing. And I was like, Dad, this is what Mom told me to get. And my dad very used it for me a lot. So I was like, he just doesn't remember. No,
he was right,
did.
and Melinda was wrong.
It was funny, and I had a baby who had a poopy diaper, and I forgot my diapers at home.
But when you're at Walmart, you can get all the things you need. So anyway, I'm going to go around the top of both rings. Maybe if I can get my glue stick to go in there. Around the top of the 2 rings, pardon me, on the top of my wreath form. I could see it dropping down on the table, and that's why I wanted to get the parchment paper down. And that way, I feel like I'll get a good, a good stick so it won't fall off later in life. Sometimes when you put things on wreaths and people bring them home in terrible condition, You can take the decorations off and reuse them.
I'm sorry.
Usually the mesh is not reusable, especially when it's been treated not kindly.
Look, my car is very, very messy.
Yeah, and when it rides around for a week in the car, it doesn't. But that's okay because we just took everything off, saved what we could, and tossed the mesh.
You posted pictures of that one. That was my Florida wreath, and it had assortments of fruits on them. It was actually really cool.
It was. It was a very neat wreath.
I was surprised she could get those heavy.
Let me tell you what. If I can do a long-stemmed bridal bouquet, of course, it kind of did break right before the wedding, but I fixed it.
Ooh, that thing was
because I'm talented.
Very
like
hard
that.
to keep.
Right. It's been very hard to keep the tail because I'd never done it before. And I'm holding this down just so the glue will dry and it will stick. Lamba's here also. We sent the boys upstairs to watch TV. We like it that way. It's nice and quiet.
I know, even though I do miss myself.
Yeah, I miss Ryder, but I wouldn't even want to begin to think what he would do to help us because Lamba helps me quite a bit.
Oh my gosh.
I've had to enclose everything because she likes it and she loves deco mesh. She just hops in a big pile of it and then I get pulls. So I have to watch her quite a bit. Now, there's quite a bit of the green ring. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see quite a bit of the green ring showing. This has been my problem most of the time is what am I going to put around the ring so that it won't open? So I had an idea that this would happen. So I have bought this. This is a garland from the Dollar Tree. It has hearts on it. It's red with hearts. The hearts kind of dangle. And I'm thinking that, pardon me, my voice is going out. If we, can you open that up? If we, just pull it apart. Thank you.
Okay.
If we place this appropriately, it might accidentally just work out for us. So I'm going to kind of lay it on here and see what I think of it. I always like to kind of do a trial run before I actually glue it in place because if I don't like it, then I just take it. But I'm thinking, remind myself of that episode with Lindsay Lohan off of Two Broke Girls. I'm thinking about so what I'm thinking, I think that'll work. So I'm going to put that on there just because I want to. That's how I do it most of the time. You are the holder of all the glittery stuff. By the time we're done, we'll both probably look like fairy godmothers because I will have glitter everywhere. But that's the fun. And then you go to the store to buy more supplies, and the lady says, you have glitter all over your face. And you say to the lady, well, that's because I'm a fairy godmother. And you just go with it because
I tried to intentionally put glittery stuff on my face today, and it's not working out.
Yeah, wow, those are really well. I'm glad I got those.
You got two?
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the garland.
The garland I did. I believe the mesh came from Joann's. It was 2 inch. So when I had previously cut them, I cut them 10 inches long and then cut the 21 inches in half. And that made our basic 10.
You know, watching and has any suggestions on how we can get really cool supplies. Like, we like to go to, I say we, but I have to go with Mom much, but she likes to go to Dollar Tree. She likes to go to Joann's, Hobby Lobby.
I go to Michael's. I've been to Michael's, but it's not
Michael's anymore.
Well, no, it's a Shadow Lake.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not particularly my favorite store. But I'll go there and look for mesh. Or we did get some good stuff. I guess you could say when Dad and I went the other day, I'm looking for mesh that's either pastel were the colors of Mardi Gras, because those are really colors that don't come out in the winter. And I'm getting ready. I want to do my spring wreaths, my Easter wreaths, and I really, really want to make a Mardi Gras Day wreath. And so I've been looking for pastels. I do have a 2 boxes of mesh on order from Dollar Tree, because you have to be there when they get there or you don't get them. And of course, the Dollar Tree here in town doesn't get much because they're smaller. The one in Papillion has a little bit more. And then if you really want to score big someday, you go to the one over in Council Bluffs, Iowa. They have a very nice, huge one. Of course, when I took Melinda, they had nothing. But then what she was looking for was almost out of season. So.
Oh, Hobby. How was that Hobby Lobby, though, over by Dodge?
The Hobby Lobby by Dodge, I did really well last night. I didn't buy a lot. They did have all their Valentine stuff on sale. I believe it was 70% off. And then I picked up, I think I did a live last night, so it's in a prior video, which I had to cut off early because people started coming in my door. And they don't know I'm on camera, and here I am filming everybody, and it's like having a reality show if you don't warn people. So, and I don't think that's polite.
Oh, I thought you meant like us coming in the door. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
no,
geez,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you guys came in, but I don't think it's nice if I don't let you know prior to coming in if I'm on camera, because there's no telling what you might say without knowing.
Yeah, I have kind of a really bad.
Well, and you never know what anybody's doing when they come in, so.
Yeah, I kind of tend to cuss.
Well, it wasn't really you I was worried about. Anyway, and I have to warn Mike, and he just prefers if he can go upstairs and watch TV when I'm doing this, because I let him watch the TV. I just don't let him listen to it. And for some reason, see, we've already a stick of glue, just putting on the garden. And for some reason, he doesn't like to watch TV.
No. He
without sound.
He likes to watch the TV at volume 100.
Yes, we're getting older and we don't hear as well. I really think it's something to do with our cable box, though, because I have to turn it up to full volume. Then if I switch over to YouTube or Netflix or anything on my Apple TV,
he just listens to it out loud.
No, seriously. I have to turn it way down because it's screaming at us.
Because
so it's something to do with my cable box.
It irritates me. I get irritated really easily about what it is.
Well, usually I have noise going all the time. All right. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to let this dry just a little bit before we move on to anything else. And I think it has that pretty hard on it. I'm going to add this little piece I cut off at the top, right down here where the heart points, because it really slipped back. So there's a real cute heart. I never thought I would say things were cute like that. I'm going to cut this one off because there's just a part of it, so it looks kind of broken-hearted. And I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. Now, some other things I've gotten out that I don't know for sure we'll use it all, but we might use part of it. Whoops, as I throw it on the floor, I'll get my basket out. I had 2 of these garlands. I got some heart picks. I don't know if we'll be able to use those with the pick on it. Sometimes things are falling everywhere. Sometimes it's advantageous to have the pick, sometimes it's not. If it's not advantageous, you just cut it off. And I liked these. I didn't realize it, but got them home, and they're rings, children's rings. So we might use some of them. And then I have I don't know if you can see them. They stick, and they're just some little stickers. That's what they're called, stickers. And no, I'm not good at using ribbon yet on my wreaths, and I watch people and they do it, and it's fantastic. But I got this last night at Joann's, and I'm not Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and I really like it. I don't know if you can There we go. It's black and white with hearts on it. Did you see this? But I'm not sure how I would use it. If it was a ruffle wreath, I'd have like a, sorry that's sticking up there, kind of confusing the view. And then I also had some table scatters, red hearts, that as I throw them all over the computer, oh my goodness, it's like,
where's Miss Patty that Barnes?
I know, she's usually here. Somebody's here with us. No, just you. Oh, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
I'm not sure if he's still watching because it says join, but then earlier it said watch it. So I'm not sure how this works.
Yeah, we're kind of new at this, so we're kind of fun. We're kind of a reality show and a comedy show and an informative educational show. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to decorate the petals, I think. I'll hold this up first and just cross your fingers that it's dried long enough. I'm sure it has. It's so hard to get a webcam. So you can see right now the middle of it. It says Happy Valentine's Day, and we've put our garland around it to hide our wreath. And I think we've done a pretty sufficient job because all I see are petals. So I noticed on one of them I took a picture of that you could see part of the form, and I don't like that. I must have knocked one of those pieces of paper off. Did I knock the top piece of paper off?
I don't see it.
Oh, well. We've got the worst part. So I'm going to take each petal, and I think I'm going to do some stuff with it. What should we start with? Let's start with, let's start with this. Yeah, I got that because that's...
You could find like a moon-shaped wreath.
The wreath forms are hard to find. It's mostly the bling, or what you put on your decorations, that really makes the wreath, you know. So how are we going to do this? What do you think? Do the sticks look bad? Yeah, they do. I don't know that I like that. Or do I just want to put hearts all over it? See, I have these foam hearts in different sizes, which are residing like all over my laptop now. I throw them like a flower girl throws rose petals. The difference between the table scatters and these pick hearts are, the pick hearts are like three-dimensional, where the foam, the table scatters are just flat foam, or flat scatters. It's amazing what you can use for decorations. It really, really is. Because you can take and use just about anything.
On mine, you used like, I know, like a big freaking fake parrot.
Yes, I did.
It was a huge parrot.
What I wanted to find, which of course I couldn't here at the time because it's Christmas, was the Christmas season. What I wanted to find were pink flamingos. But I didn't come up with any, so I had to go with the big parrot. Because where we stayed in Panama City Beach, the pink parrots were...
Pink parrots, Mama?
Not pink parrots. Big parrots were the thing, not pink flamingos. They had those too. Like I said, these are the little kids' rings. I have no idea. Something popped up on my computer, and it says, remind me to buy eggs next time I'm at the grocery store. But I'm not sure who is telling me that. I think it's just the computer. I don't know.
Did you set a reminder for eggs?
No, I never did. I never used, is that cantata or?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is, but somebody remember to buy eggs when you go to the store. But you probably will not be going to the store for the next couple of days. And I don't know if, I was talking with Melinda earlier, and I don't know if anybody else felt this way or not. But, so they're telling us there's a winter storm coming in, supposedly starting at 9 o'clock tonight and going through 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. And
not going to work. Not happening.
Anyway, I watched a Bill Ramby thing the day before yesterday, and it was like 2 minutes long. And in 2 minutes, he's gone from, no, baby, gone from we're going to have 15 inches of snow to 1.5. So who knows how much we're getting. But anyway, so today it was nice. Yesterday it was 50. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, I actually was able to have my car washed.
Yeah. And then today it was almost 50, if not 50. And like I said, I went out and I sprayed Wreath. So that was really cool. And I wonder, I hope that thing doesn't mess up my live. I'm going to play with my mouse here a second, maybe. There we go. Now I don't have to